Hey, so it's been 4 days of Comic-Con. I'm on my way to bed right now because I'm so tired, but I thought maybe before I do that, I would want to show off this little baggie. I also got up there on the wall, DMC. It was really nice of the people that were there. This is the last one I needed for my Devil May Cry series, and the people collect them up, which I'm giving a lot of shout outs on this channel, kindly went back to their stock and the next day brought it to me for only 100 Rand that I paid in cash, which was so nice. Yeah, there was just a nice, I think it was on day 2 that I did that. Also, which I want to add to Comic-Con, what was so nice was I came across this artist that had an entire booth and so many art pieces inspired by Okami. Like we saw it all over her stand, like many foxes and the Japanese style art paintings that they were so beautiful. And I got to nerd out for a bit with the woman who was the artist of the paintings about Okami. I haven't played it yet. Still, I mean, I bought the game 3 days ago. I still haven't been able to play all of these because there's been a lot of long hours there at Comic-Con. So I'm very excited to get started with this one because to see, someone's entire, terrible. We're all good. It's got a good, nice plastic to keep it sturdy. It's so cool to see someone's entire art career be inspired by a video game, because I really feel like video games are one of the most incredible forms of art, because you only got artists that work on it. You have script writers, actors, world builders, musicians. You've got like code and something that is like only like ones and zeros that look like a painting and feel like a painting and can still inspire people many, many, many years later down the line. And people can build their entire careers off of video games because of how big the medium is. But anyway, so for our final day, I thought I would go through this little small haul. Again, I'm gonna give it trying to get a nice thumbnail here, because I've realized like YouTube kind of gets, like if it's a nice photo, it'll get the thumbnail. So we're just gonna do that type of thing. I think that should make the thumbnail. If it doesn't, then you know. But yeah, we'll quickly go through it. I don't think it needs a lot of introduction or a lot of explaining. I got this Dante's Inferno, which a friend of mine actually platinumed on PS3. He's a trophy hunter. I'm not much of a trophy hunter. I don't think I've ever actually gotten a platinum trophy. Maybe I'm not a real gamer then, and maybe I should up my game if I want to keep doing this YouTube thing. But it's very much like inspired by God of War. It's a hack and slash, and I think if you really enjoy I have all the God of War games. I really enjoy them a lot, so I thought add this one to the collection because I think it can be a really nice one. So I got Call of Duty World at War on the PS3, but I only as of recent learned that so guess what, my phone storage was just full, gave up on me, so I just quickly made some space. I'm still working on that, but as I was saying, World at War on the PS2, I was really surprised, and I'm very curious to how it looks. Does it have all of the same elements as the PS3 one? Does it still have zombies? Because we know how much I love zombies. I'm actually just looking at the back here, and it seems like it's got the campaign and everything. You could play it online, I believe, if you had like a LAN cable. No, I don't think so. I don't think you could play it online. But I mean, not that there's going to be anyone on the PS2 online. I think it's a lot more complicated, even for me. We got Deus Ex. I'm not an Elon Musk fan, but apparently Elon says it's one of the greats. But you know who else other than Elon? BAFTA. The BAFTA International Entertainment Awards. Entertainment, yeah. Awards winner. That's quite interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that on a game before, but that's there. Also with the PlayStation rating as well there, which is kind of weird. I think it's because one of the older games, but also this was like a PC game. before it was ever released on the consoles. And I think it was quite a big game changer in the video game space. From what I know about Deus Ex, it's very stealth heavy. It's post-apocalyptic, but it's more cyberpunk, a lot of cyberpunk elements. And I'm curious to see how it looks. We also got, you know, other than World at War, we got the very first Call of Duty on the PS2, Finest Hour. I know these videos are always in reverse and like, it's actually terrible, but I really like shooting in selfie mode. And you get the idea. I'm telling you what it is. You don't need to be able to read it. But this one says with net play. Yeah, I think, again, a whole time capsule just here in my hands. One of the biggest gaming franchises in the world started with this game. I think this is going to be a short-ish video, but here we got Final Fantasy X Part 2. So I know I've got Final Fantasy X up here. I actually want to show it for you a little bit. I'm still working on a video about my PS2 and all of my favorite games on the PS2, but this is a really nice copy I've got here of Final Fantasy X, with a bonus disc as well. Some behind the scenes content. So I don't know how Final Fantasy does their numbering, but this was quite interesting. I might also be reading this completely wrong. Maybe it's like a 12 or something, but I also have Final Fantasy 12 up there. So this is quite interesting, like a part 2 or maybe like an additional storyline. I think it may be a different character that they put into a whole game. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. And now that's gonna be added up to the wall. Yeah, I don't know how else to end this video. I'm working on more content. I'm trying to make at least a video a day. I'm really trying to do this squeaky chair reviews. That's a good name. Squeaky chair reviews. But I'm really working on trying to post every day, trying to be consistent. I know I got about 13 subscribers at the moment, which I'm super grateful. That's so cool. And the thing with YouTube as well is subscribers feel a lot more reliable, because when you post on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere else other than YouTube, your followers are never quite permanent. These days it feels like the more I post, the more followers I lose, the more people don't want to watch me or don't want to follow my content. And that can be really tough on you, because you want to create and you want to keep going. But where are you going to get motivation if you feel like everything you're doing is just putting you actually 3 steps back, 1 step forward, 1 step forward, 3 steps back. So yeah, so it's been really nice. I've been really enjoying this YouTube journey of mine. It's been about a week now of doing YouTube. And I can say I'm really happy and doing it. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. For all of you that comment, for all of you that like, for all of you that subscribe, I'm grateful. Thank you.